I just did this series for PBS called Roadfood.
Yeah.
And we
Jensen said to ask you about that.
we traveled around the country talking to, I mean, honestly, we were using food as a window into worlds. So we're looking at little, regional dishes, gumbo in Louisiana, for example. And we're using that as a window into worlds where I'll sit down and literally break bread with people and talk to them about their lives and world. But it was actually really fascinating because it was an excuse, like you're saying, an excuse to sit down and listen to people and talk to people and get to know them that I wouldn't otherwise have sat down with. There just wouldn't have been occasion, but I just wouldn't have made the space and time for it.
Yeah.
And so when you slow down and you give some time and attention and you actually let yourself be present with someone, it's kind of remarkable. Like I gleaned these little pearls of life wisdom from the guy who ran the little tortilla factory in Brownsville, Texas, or the mayor of Tangier Island in the Chesapeake Bay. All of these individuals that I would never have talked to were willing to just open up, and it was lovely. It was really fascinating. I actually feel like I learned about the human family through that experience.
That's amazing. And I feel the same way. I think you nailed it. I think, sitting with someone, there's like little morsels, little things that you've said, little things that other guests have said, which sort of help me or they help other people who are listening. It's just like a candid conversation, open, and I kind of just, throw shit at you. And I find it to be fun. I was going to quit many times. The first 10 interviews, I was like, nobody's listening. 15. Ugh, 30 guests in. I'm just like, what am I doing, man? No one wants to hear me interview people. And then all of a sudden, I stuck with it, and I started to get more vulnerable. And I think that's when the show got better, when I started to open up and I started to talk about my imperfections, which are, I have many. And I think that's, people kind of like that I open up like that. And, even you open up again about your divorce and all the shit you're going through. And it's like, wow, it's, it's not all about fluff and all about what you're doing next. And, it's, I don't know. I find it interesting to see that, we all go through ruts. We all go through tough times,